Hi everyone, welcome to your favorite YouTube channel, My Project Ideas. Today we are going to make a JavaScript project which is based on random code generator using JavaScript. First, the requirements. We require an IDE for running and compiling. We require a text editor where we are going to write our code. We may use any text editor, but the recommended ones are code blocks or VS Code. We require an operating system. We may use any operating system, but the ones which I use is Windows 10. This project is based on HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The requirement analysis include index.html file, script.js, style.css, and we are going to use some project images folder. Now let's move to the code. I know you're quite excited to look at the code. So this is our index.html where we have the closing tag for HTML, then head, then we are going to provide the meta information, that is the character set, the name, description, and the content will be random code generator. Then we have the certain names called keywords where the content will be HTML, CSS, JavaScript codes, and API. API stands for application program interfacing. Then we have the author where the content will be from this girl. You can change this as per your requirements. Like you can see the content will be from Simran. Then we have this viewport where we have the content as the width, device width, initial scale, etc. Then we have the title called as random code generator. Then we have to link the CSS file to the style sheet. The href is given as style.css. Then this is the font which we are gonna use. This is from the font awesome family, the font family. Then we have the class named container where we have a class called this is from for the font family. Then we have the span class called quote id quote, and the I class is this. Then we have these buttons. For a button, we have the Twitter button. I'll show you when I'll show you the project interface. We have a Twitter button. The ID or the name is given as tweet. The data size will be large. Target will be blank. The relative position will be no opener, no referrer. And the I class will be, this is the iframe class actually, like the functionalities can directly be inherited. And this is an on-click event. If you click on that, next you get a new code. So this is an event. When you click on the next code, you get the new code. So this is an event. Then we are linking the JavaScript file to script.js. So this part is understood. Okay. Now let's go to the style. This we are selecting all. We are getting the margin, padding, and the box sizing. Under the body, we are getting the mean height, transition timing function, background image, the display, the alignment of the items, and the justify content. Justify content is you are putting the content in center, left, right, or justify. Then the container is selected and we are going to have a display of flex. Flex selection is column, align items is center, padding is given as 30 pixels, box shadow is given, box radius, width, background color, and margin. Then this is the for the code. To the left or to the right, the font size is given as 35 pixel and color is RGB. Then for code, we have the text alignment to be center, font size is 40 pixel and font weight is bold. For the author, we have the margin as 10 pixel, text alignment is right, font size is 25 pixel, font style is italic, and font family is cursive. For the horizontal writings, we have the margin, width, border, and background color. For the buttons, we have the width, display, the justify content, align items, and margin top. For the Twitter, we have this again the border, border radius, border color. You can change it accordingly. Color, text alignment, font size, width, height, line height. This is self-understood, right? For the next, we have again the font size, the size of the font, the radius of the border, the cursor, the markability of the cursor, its pointer, the padding, the cushion which you are going to provide below the margin, that is 10 pixel. The margin at the top is 5 pixel. Font weight is bold, color is white, and background image what we are given. Like I have given a pink type of image, this color. So you can give as per your as per your choice. In the container hover, we are going to provide a box shadow. The shadows effect, if you have seen in certain pictures, certain grids, etc. Now we'll have the script.js. This is the JavaScript file. First, we are creating the constants like the text, author, and the tweet button, and we are going to get the elements by the IDs. Then we are going to get a new code. So this is the API for the code. We are directly getting the URL of the code and we are putting it in the API thing. Then we are going to fetch the data from the API. Then we are going to convert the response to JSON. JSON is a JavaScript object notation, store it in quotes array. Then we are going to generate a random number between 0 and the length of the quotes array. Then store the quote present at the randomly generated index. Then store the author of the respective quote. And if the author will be null, then the author will be anonymous. If you have an author's name, then the author's name will be shown at the end. Then this is a function to dynamically display the quote and the author, text.innerHTML and author.innerHTML. Then tweet the quote. And you are going to get a new quote. So I hope this is understood. Now let's go to the interface. This is my interface. So see, this is the Twitter button. This is the shadow effect which I'm hovering and the shadow is coming. See, here no shadow, shadow. So genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. Said by Thomas Edison, type creator. Next quote. Well begun is half done. Said by Aristotle. Next quote. We can only learn to love by loving. Next quote. Be the chief, but never be the Lord. And this is the Twitter button which I was telling. You can log into it. When I click on it, you get to the X button where you can sign in and you can create your account. So I hope this was understandable. You understood the code quite well. For more interesting project ideas, stay tuned to our channel. Thank you, everyone.